Bye.
And right below me, we got the coach of coaches, man. He keeps us all level headed. Also, make sure we know the play by play.
Fire.
We got Coach Unchained Fire. What up, Coach?
Dun, dun, dun. Fire. I make
I
fire.
take fire.
You like drama?
Oh man,
Keep it with your mama.
you're right. I'm just gonna sip my tea. Ah, boy, that's some good tea. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to the
Mm.
comment section. We got in pole position. We got engine number 9. What's going on, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. We got ATL Leo. What's good? We got Bubba Gump, Tev Sports and Gaming. We got JB. What's going on, JB? Eric Mack. He said, "What it do, fam?" We got Miss Sonia Howe. We got the original Michael Walker. He said, "What's good, people? Man, look, if you guys are just tuning in, hey, look, thank you once again. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. But let's get right into these topics right here. Tonight gonna be one of them nights. So y'all just hold on now. But this first one here, it's pretty easy and straightforward. Can the Falcons make it 2 in a row? So,
And we done
Coach,
it
I'm gonna
all
let
year.
you start this one. Hey, I'm gonna let you start this one off.
The point is, can we do three? We done
Tree.
two. We done,
Tree.
we done two
Right,
twice this year.
right. but look, hey,
I'm
I don't know
just
which one
saying.
y'all got the thing on there. Derek Hughes, before we get to coach, Derek Hughes, man. Hey, look, thank you for your question. I'm actually gonna speak on that later on. So if somebody can like
Just some
start that for
awesome.
me, we will get back to that. Cause oh yeah, we just hold up.
Oh,
I
oh,
got it.
fuck.
Yeah,
Hold on.
did it do it?
Hit the wrong fucking button.
No,
God damn it.
yeah, no. All right, go ahead, coach.
Yeah, I think we can do two in a row. Like I said, we've done it two times already this year. Like I said, we just got to
Oh
maintain
shoot.
little Mighty Mouse up there in Chicago and hope it don't start raining or snowing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And the weather changed already. It was supposed to be just cloudy. Now it's changed to a possible snow. So I ain't looking forward to that. But we did pretty good in Buffalo last year in the snow. So let's see.
And I don't know if we can fix that right there. I don't know who.
They probably got to do it on that.
We'll go ahead. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you said give him ATN.
But all right.
You
What
trying to
about you,
steal
Ant?
my liquor?
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
sorry.
whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, no, no liquor. No liquor.
Well, I mean, I think we can. As long as we stick to what we do best. That's run the damn ball and play tough defense, especially in the red zone.
Hmm.
Easy.
That's the recipe, right?
That's the recipe.
So we just got to maintain and do it. So that's been the whole season, man. We haven't done what has been required to win these games. Plus, the mistakes, the turnovers, and stuff like that ain't helped us either. So, yeah, I think, like I said, two in a row, that's easy to do. But three in a row, that's the hard thing. We haven't done
Yeah.
that ever since this regime been here.
Right. Yeah. Two in a row. That's light work for us.
One has some technical today is.
Nah, he was trying to.
Yeah, yeah. No, no,
I
no. I
had
was trying
did
to switch
something.
some stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I should have got a cold today.
We're trying to get some stuff. And, Dirt cut it and jumped on us with it. But Reason why I asked can the Falcons make it 2 in a row? Because at this point in time, right now, we're trying
Hey,
to
that's
push out
my
these
auntie.
last couple games for the season. Hey, auntie.
My aunt's in the house.
But we
Kind of fish. That's my aunt.
hey,
Right there.
auntie.
I'm like, hey.
Hold up, let's see that. Hey, look. Now we got coaches on here. Everybody waving Miss Connie Fisher. Hey, thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Check out your nephew. He is behaving himself. Yes, he is.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Probably got everybody in the comment section hungry over here.
I'm hungry, man. I ate all day, bro.
What's going on, Dre Murphy? How you doing, Miss Kai?
Hey, Miss Kai.
Say, hey, guys.
Miss Kai, how you doing?
Hey, make sure y'all wave at it, man. Hey, look, listen, man. Put some flowers in the chat for the ladies, man. Like I said, put some flowers in the chat for Miss Connie Fisher. You know what I'm saying? I know she be watching to make sure coach don't get out of line and everything.
Mm-hmm. But
yeah, you know what? It's interesting because, like I said, you know, we're in the hunt and we're trying to, you know what I'm saying, make the best of the last games we got. And, you know, like I said, we're making that push. Whether we get there or not, that's now is not really up to us. It's up to everything else around us. So, you know, it's kind of a moot point at this time, but you know, we at least trying to get above what about 7 and 10 like we was last year. You know what I'm saying?
You just got to win one more game and get past that.
Yeah, just one more game.
One more game for that.
Yeah.
I would love to see a 9 and 8. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it will be nice and everything. But I mean, the one thing we're not gonna do is, the season probably didn't turn out the way we expected it. And I mean, that's going to happen. But the thing you got to understand too is that the team itself doesn't give up on the season. Doesn't matter, you know, if we say, well, you know, the season's over with, blah, 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 blah. That don't matter. That doesn't matter. As long as you don't lose your locker room at any point in the season, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Right.
I know a lot of the detractors don't want to hear that, but I mean, hey, at this point in time, you know, it is what it is. Now, before we get to the next topic, Coach, what do you think we need to do, or what do the Falcons need to do to stop or put the clamps on Justin Fields? Because I know I didn't add that in.
Hit him 1 or 2 times.
That's actually a second part to this question.
Hit him. You got to make sure you contain him. Keep him inside your grasp. You can't let him escape to the outside. And our edge rushers can't be like we talked about in the last show. We can't be pinching or we can't be crashing. We need to go play. We need to box him in and force him to come to you. Don't let him get to the outside of you. You got to protect the middle. You can't let him escape. You can't let his offensive lineman open up a hole inside. He will go down the middle. But I think we're gonna I can't remember what show. I think it was last night. We got to spy him. You got to have somebody to spy him. Now I think they're gonna use a DB to do that. I think because I don't Lamon and what's called. I don't think they're fast enough to spy him. That's just per se. So I think they're gonna have to figure something out for that right there. So. We just got to hit his ass. That's all. Hit him.
Okay. Before we get to this comment right here, we got the OG in the building. OG Sam. Sam, what's going on, man?
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's good, man?
What's going on? Before we get to this next topic, man, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you the same question here. Ask the other fellas. You know what I'm saying? What do we need to do? Can the Falcons make it 2 in a row? And, you know, what do we need to do to make sure we come out of, you know, Chicago with a win?
Well, in this staff, I trust. And I think that they're going to design something to take DJ Moore completely out of the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
now that could be a blessing and a curse because we've had a little trouble with tight ends here lately.
We have.
Yeah.
I think he been not. I think he's been like limited or no pressing this week too, though. So
Okay. Well, that could be a good thing.
yeah,
Defensively, like I said, I think we're going to take DJ Moore away, and we put him in a situation where we're going to be looking for him to run. I think we could get. I could almost believe that we're going to get at least 2 fumbles out of this game.
I take that.
Offensively,
Yeah, because Dre Murphy said the same thing right here.
Offensively, I think we're going to see more of what we saw last week. Balanced play calling, timely play calling, efficient in the run game, efficient and physical. And it's hard to pull that off. But we've done that a lot this year. Efficient and physical in the run game. It's, because you're really going to need that. It's going to be cold. Now, we ran the ball in New York.
Yeah.
We ran the ball. It was spotty, but yet we ran the ball. I think the same thing is going to hold in this game. I think we're going to run the ball rather efficiently and get them out of place in their own crib. This is a Drake London game.
Drake need 192 yards to get a grand.
Ironically speaking,
Bijan need 90, almost 127 yards to get a grand.
Given if Taylor, I think things are going to stay by design. You're going to see a lot of Bijan hanging around the pocket. If Taylor can't find that, dump it to him out there in space, and and let him. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Bijan in space, let's just keep it a bug. Okay, you're gonna be on skates. You're gonna be on skates.
You got to tackle him.
You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? And we get 1 or 2 where
ain't talking about that light tackle.
Dump it off to him in the flat, and then he takes off for about 45 or 50. And that happened. If that happened again 2 or 3 times, it's gonna be a long day for that bad defense. It's gonna be a long day. And then we take these measured shots, you know what I'm saying, where we have them. I mean, That's what I think. 24-10.
Who has the better? I got a question for you, once you don't mind me asking.
Go ahead, Coach.
Who has the better defense, the Colts or Chicago?
That's a good question.
The Colts.
That's oof.
And it ain't close.
Yep.
But Chicago's supposed to have a better run defense.
Well, we about to find out.
Yeah, that's what was said. You know what I'm saying? The Chicago having yeah. But you know something? It's something that you said, OG, early on, and it goes for both teams in this scenario. It's who shows up with better execution.
It doesn't even matter. Any given
Because if
Sunday.
you can put a play together, either defense or offense, and execute better, that's usually the team that's going to come out on top. That's usually the team that's going to come out on top. And
Facts.
especially when it comes to inclement weather, it's the execution. Making sure that you hold on, making sure you secure the ball when you go into traffic, making sure that you pay attention to catching the ball instead of worrying about your defenders. You look, when you catch it, you got to bring it down. You bring it down, wrap up. You get hit, you get hit. Make the play, worry about the hit last. Those types of things. Making
Man,
sure that
Jefferson.
you, as a quarterback, don't put the ball in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. So that's what you got to look at. And then like you said, just play sound football. You know, you always hear say, you know, the basics. When you play games like this, you got to go back to the basics
Yep.
and play the game your way. Don't try to keep pace with what they're doing. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and slide into this next topic right here. Hold up, let me see.
That's one of my subjects right there.
And we'll get to that quick. Right. Before we get into this topic right here, I'll just read off the question. Hold up, who asked that? Let me go. Trying to go back. Oh gosh, you're talking about D-Led. Please don't. Okay. All right. Let's get to it. So, will Heineke still be QB1 going into the 2024 season? So, coach want to take point on this one. Coach, what you got? Hey.
They said, hey. Will Heineken still be the quarterback going into the 2024 season? If he wins these next 3 games, he's going to have to compete with somebody. They'll keep him here. They're going to keep him here. Is he going to be the starting quarterback?
Yeah.
I don't know. But he's going to have opportunity. Oh, you might hurt the question. He coming in.
Here he comes.
Right.
I don't know. But I think he'll still be here. Yeah. Night Rider said, no. Jay Black said, we picking up Russell Wilson for 2024. Jay Black, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Look, we're going to talk about that later. We already done ruffled feathers this week.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on.
But SIL said, if Taylor is QB1, we made a mistake. See, you know what, Ant? You go ahead and I'm gonna go with Sam. And everybody trying to give a shout out to Mad Mike. We got Senator Palpatine in the building.
I mean,
oh man,
dude, if he really make a mistake, I mean, if he's the starting quarterback, did we really make a mistake, or are we giving Desmond Ridder more time to develop? I'm just saying.
Ooh.
We could take this as the way. Go ahead, Coach.
Can I make a point?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I thought about, and I've said it on a couple of shows already. Marcus last year, right, was brought in here for 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The first year he was brought in, we thought he would be the quarterback for the whole season, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That was the plan. Marcus was to compete more with Desmond the second year to make him have something to fight for. and probably start the season off until Marcus was up to par. That didn't happen. So the question I asked today was, should Heineke have started to continue on that process for Ritter to continue to get his development in? Should he have started? Because I think the process was to have Marcus here for a year, at least a year and a half, to tutor Dez.
Yep.
If you look at the whole process, what it looks like now. So now the question I was thinking, I said, damn, should Heineke have started instead of just automatically giving Dez the starting quarterback competition?
Mariota really had the same deal that Heineke
had. True indeed. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he was brought in to be the starter last year. And that 2-year deal was, okay, if you produce well this year, you have another opportunity the following year to be the starting quarterback. I think Desmond was thrown in the fire too early. And they knew he probably wasn't fully ready. But because there was no other choice, and like I say, Heineke ain't never been his guy.
No. Mm-mm.
And Dez, because Dez had, he had 4 games at the end of the year, so I think Arthur Smith felt it was an obligation. I'm thinking to start him instead of give him any competition. It's all kind of crazy, crazy scenarios that probably happened. We don't know. So, but I was just thinking about that.
What's your take on this, Mike?
Quite frankly, I'm sick of this bullshit.
Right.
I mean, who the fuck cares at the end of the day? Who the fuck cares? All right. Players develop on paces that we don't understand. All right. People learn things at different rates, and it take people, as far as I'm concerned, it took me no time to really learn the quarterback position because I was passionate about it. As any other player position, I don't get excited about offensive line. All right, I'm not 300 pounds. I'm a bit over 6 feet. All right, I'm close to 200, but I don't get excited by playing offensive line. All right, and that's what we got to look at football in its entirety. Arthur Smith is an offensive lineman. He likes physicality, so he doesn't get turned on by quarterback play. So he gets everybody else to do that for him. All right, the same thing with Bill Belichick and any other coach. They love certain styles of football, so they delegate to fill that void. That's one thing people failing to realize. Maybe he doesn't care about
the
quarterback position the way that we care about it. And they see if we have a solid run game, we have a solid offensive line, we have a solid defense, maybe we can take our time and screw up a little bit, because that's how you learn. That's how you develop. It's by screwing up. You don't develop by doing everything well right off the bat. So all you I'm about to say cops.
I know
how all you people in here.
We got it.
I'm sorry. All you people who think you get everything right the first time. It's just foolish. It's ignorant. It's ignorant by anybody that say, "Oh, the bad decision making." Look, how many bad decisions have you made on your test? You thought that shit was right, and then you get back that bitch is a 75. Like, you went there, you swore that you had an A, and then you get the test back, and the test back say, "I barely passed." This is life. So I really don't care. I've said this time and time again. You people are spoiled as crap, and I'm right along with you people, because we took Matt Ryan for granted, and now you bastards are suffering and you deserve it. We all deserve it. We did not put Matt Ryan on the pedestal the way he needs to be. He is a Hall of Famer, and we are missing him. The end. All that nonsense, this boy trash, he trash, this coach trash. No, we all trash because we took Matt Ryan for granted.
Well, I mean, Go ahead, Sam. You got something to say on this?
Alex, you don't have to. Alex, you don't have to tell me I'm not wrong when I say this. I know what I'm talking about when it comes down to the quarterback position. So yeah, I know I'm not wrong. You ain't got to tell me that. Hell, I'm Senator Palpatine, mother.
Go ahead, Sam.
Okay, we're gonna have to expand the room for the moment. You know what I'm saying? While Senator fits his big ass head in there.
Goodness tonight.
I mean, he not wrong. He not wrong.
But you know,
Wait.
you're right. He is right. He is right. For the most of y'all that seem to hate it, because most of the time he is damn right. It must be pain to say that talking all the time, motherfucker, is right. You know,
He out.
here's a premise that started today that kind of swings into this. Y'all just got to get the hell over it. Arthur Smith is the coach through 2025, and you know, you just get over it. Okay. No, he wasn't hired here because Tannehill had out of body experience. He was hired here because he created an offensive line that helped Derrick Henry become who he is. That's why he was hired here.
Sam, you throwing the alley oop.
Okay. You know, we need to understand a few things. He was never in the quarterback's room. He was a tight ends coach, offensive line coach, defensive assistant, and offensive coordinator. And he was offensive coordinator 2 years before he took the job here. So when you decide to dispute utterly particular nonsense of, you know, him supposedly being somewhat of a quarterback who stop the cap, you're searching and you're reaching for reasons to bash this man. I've said it one time before and I'm gonna say it again. Arthur Smith gets it. And we haven't had a coach that gets it since Dan Reeves. Y'all need to get up off your I told you so box and take a few steps back, okay, and understand the truth and the fact of the matter when it comes to the quarterback. It takes a quarterback literally 3 to 5 years to get it. There's only one man.
Say that last statement one more time, Sam. Say that last statement one more time.
It takes a quarterback 3 to 5 years to get it. Y'all heard me in my last rant. You know, Hall of Famers. Chuck Noll, he said it. Bill Walsh, heard him say it. John Madden used to say it religiously on Sunday afternoon in the 3:30 game with him and Pat Summerall. We're calling the games. Bill Belichick has said it. Y'all's GOAT has said it, Tom Brady.
Face smash.
This damn mindset to think that you could figure out what a quarterback is or isn't in his first 19 games is the most asinine, hallucinogenic, dumbfounded, moronic statement I have ever heard in my entire life.
Damn, that's fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
In that order. In that order.
Tom Brady said the exact same thing I've been saying, Sam. He been saying the exact same thing I'm saying. The quarterback position has been ruined by these coaches. And it's not the players' fault. Because it's really, to be honest, it's really the media's fault.
Look, I'm finna say something, and I'm really getting tired of damn saying it. But I'm gonna say it again because it still bears repeating. with the mindset of this fan base when it comes to Desmond Ritter and the quarterback position. By you all's logic, Troy Aikman shouldn't have played another down after his rookie year. By you all's logic, Joe Montana should not have played another down in his rookie year. Peyton Manning should not have played another down after his rookie year. And all three coaches should have been fired by y'all's logic. But thank goodness your logic don't damn matter because something else happened. Those guys developed
I'm about to.
and they became Hall of Famers.
This holiday season, frigid temperatures will
I'm about to piggyback off of something you said too, and finish hurting their feelings. Y'all do realize, and I'm gonna go back what Sam said. Y'all do realize Arthur Smith is a trench guy, which means, and I'm going to say this, and you can timestamp it. This team is going to be trench centric, not quarterback centric, which means that quarterbacks will be interchangeable. The O line and the D line will dictate wins and losses. You heard me say it. It's 32 minutes and 12 seconds. Arthur Smith, again, is a trench guy. That's why he's not all caught up in the quarterback frenzy. This team is going to be built to where you can plug and play a quarterback and they won't miss a beat. Yes, the quarterback is the leader, but the quarterback will not be carrying the team on his back. I keep saying it. If the quarterback carries the team, you have deficiencies. Plain and simple. You ain't got to like it. That's the way it is. And I have a lot of people that were hitting me up on social media talking about Joe Flacco. And Sam, I like to go back to you on this. Remember when he was on the Baltimore Ravens? Did he carry the team on his back, or did that team operate in conjunction with him? Correct me if I'm wrong.
We're talking about Flacco.
Yes.
Flacco's one of the great regular season quarterbacks who happened to metamorphosize into Joe Montana in the playoffs.
That's perfect right there.
I got a stats right here in front of you too.
Okay. And it just so happened, he was with one of the greatest defenses of all time.
That part. And what are we seeing right now with this Atlanta team? What's keeping us in these games? Even though they have hiccups, what's been keeping us in these games?
All defense.
Believe it or not, that's not necessarily true. That's a part of it, but it's not 100% true. Actually, if you want to be real, the offense is actually what keeps us in the game. Our style of offense, this is what ball control and time of possession is king, and it keeps his style of football is winning formula football. That's why a lot of teams don't like playing the Atlanta Falcons, because they know they're gonna get in a time possession war. They can't come out and be crazy aggressive, in these games, because the Falcons they're gonna have these drives where they hold the ball damn near 10 minutes on a drive, and that kills the confidence of a team. Now the coach, he has to go in his bag of tricks, and pull out a super soaker. I was about to say something else, but I'm gonna keep it PG. But he's gonna pull out a super soaker and make sure that he does what he got to do. He has to go to his big time players. He has to go to his most creative plays. And this is why you see a lot of teams that prior to them, after they played the Atlanta Falcons, guess what happens? A lot of these teams get exposed. They go on these long losing streaks because they had to go in their bag of tricks and show things that they didn't necessarily want to show. Now you go back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs, that happened to the Chiefs after playing the Falcons a couple of times. See, this is what time of possession does for a team, and having a defense coach to go with that, it makes the team even more dangerous. But the style is what keeps the Atlanta Falcons in games. It's the style.
All right, well, let's go ahead and go to the next topic here. I know this is something Sam, just say you welcome. Who will be our impact player on defense against Chicago? So I'm gonna let Sam take lead on this, and then we'll go all the way around. So Sam, who do you think will be?
We get to talk about that $100 million defense.
Impact?
Yes, sir.
We get to talk about that $100 million defense.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Look, man. Again, I think Gray and Nielsen and Bush and them are gonna devise something to make DJ more obsolete. Because I think he wants to put Fields in a position where we gonna see him coming because he has to run. See, it's a difference when you're trying to game. If we do to them what we did at Tampa and take DJ Moore away, what do you think Justin Fields is going to be doing all day? Running for his life, because Caden Ellis and Landerman and Zoe and Ebiketie and our new toy. Can I say it again, Mike? The Zach Attack packing sex.
You mean Scrumptious? That's what you mean, Scrumptious. His name is Scrumptious, okay?
Scrumptious? We're not going to do Zach Harrison. We are not going to do Zach Harrison. We are not going to do that to Zach Harrison. We are not. Calling that grown man, 295-pound man, Scrumptious. We are not doing that.
I'm not.
That sounds like a
man.
No,
I mean, if y'all call him Sweetness, I mean, why can't he be Scrumptious?
Oh my God!
Oh hell no!
You really
you got a little brain fart there, huh? I got you there.
You really
call him grown man Sweetness, but you can't call him Scrumptious. Okay. Make that make sense, y'all.
Really?
Make that make sense. Make that make sense.
This is what we gonna do right here. This is what we gonna do right here.
Saying, you call him Sweetness. I didn't make the name up. That's y'all generation. Y'all called him Sweetness.
You really gonna do that? You really gonna do that?
Y'all did it. That's y'all generation, Sam. Y'all called him Sweetness.
Wow.
I call him Walter Payton.
Wow.
I'm not getting into that.
Wow.
Well, he did have a soft voice though.
Wow. This is really what we doing right here.
Oh, they laughing because they know it's true. They know it's true.
To one of the greatest running backs of all time. This is what we doing right here.
Because it's true. They know it's true. It's true. It's true.
We really gonna invoke the elemental P community off into this.
Wow. This is what we doing.
Wow. Okay, Mike. Okay, Mike.
Mike
all right.
And they call another grown man, hey, Red Velvet. Man, come on, man. Don't be trying to play me, man.
What?
Call that man Red Velvet. I ain't calling no damn man. I can't call him Scrumptious Harrison, but you can use Sweetness and Red Velvet. Come on, bro. Y'all trying to play me.
Really? Somebody's trying to play you. So you can't you don't look at that film of Walter Payton and don't understand how that name came about.
We got 69. We got 70 viewers in here, man. We got 70 viewers in here, y'all.
I'm mad Mike's voice went up there.
All right.
Hey,
Okay.
man, look, man. To everybody that just tuned in, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey,
Mike on that
coach, come
bullshit.
on, man.
Mike on
Coach,
that
bail us out,
bullshit.
bro.
I'm trying to
Mike
see
on
what
that
the
Coach.
real
scrumptious.
Mike,
I'm trying to see
Mike
what the
on
hell
that real
scrumptious thing was.
Pillsbury bullshit right now.
Well,
So you
scrumptious.
look at Terry Lloyd. He's saying his mommy called him Walter. I call him Walter. Y'all, like I said, I ain't make the rules. Y'all made the rules. You can't change the rules and make the rules.
Well,
I
Mike, just
called
to let you
him
know,
Walter.
there's a cupcake place called Scrumptious up here. That's why I like them.
You know what? See, coach, I thought you supposed to be trying to help us turn the corner.
I am.
You
I'm
gonna
trying
put
to
us
close
right
it
back
out.
in the
I am,
cul-de-sac.
There's a cupcake place called Scrumptious.
I am not finna
Mhm.
call no 6'6", 295-pound man scrumptious. Fuck that and fuck you, Mike.
Damn.
All right, man. Coach,
The
help
man
get us
name
back
is
on
Zach. All right,
track.
but who's the impact player on the defense against Chicago? I'm going to say the little man, number 34, CP3. I see a pick 6
Oh,
coming this week.
oh,
He gonna throw it to him. He
Oh.
gonna throw it to him.
mm.
Mm.
He gonna throw it one day. He gonna get one day. He almost had one
Mr.
last week.
Clark.
You smoke crack, don't you, Justin? You smoke crack, don't you?
I think the impact player. I think the impact player on for this game is actually going to be Caden Ellis. He's going to be that spy
You
for
think
the
so?
defense. Yeah, they're going to use him in a unique situation where he comes off some stunts to kind of because we know that Michael Vick Jr. He don't like to throw the ball. He gonna run. So what they're gonna do is use a lot of little spy. And the
You
thing
think
is,
didn't get to him though, Mike?
yeah, he did last week.
I
Didn't
see
he
this.
do that last week? And he did it to Kate. Look, he did it. He did it to.
Yeah, he spotted him to last week. But
Yeah, he did that last week, and he did it with
speed.
Bryce Young. Look, this man knows how to look. Let's keep this. Let's keep this. Jerry Gray and Ron Nielsen know how to stop. It's not really rocket science when it comes down to stopping a mobile quarterback. It's really just about them guys on the edge, Bud Dupree, Lorenzo Carter, Ibby Kitty, and that's the huge one, Ibby Kitty. Well, because he like to turn his back on the quarterback, and with a guy like Justin Fields, you can't turn your back to him because if you turn his back, he done been past you. So it got to be disciplined. So I actually don't expect Ibby Kitty to get a lot of snaps in this game, as many he's been getting, because he's very undisciplined on the edge.
So he may be a second down.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come in with obvious pass situations.
But another thing we should do also force Justin to his left side.
Yes, sir. That's what they did last. That's what they did the first month.
He can't go to the left side, but that's something like you want the ball. You want the ball? Here you go.
That's what he did. They forced him to the left side. That's how. If you remember that first game, that's why he was running for his life like that. Because we was at the game, they kept coming off that right side. They kept coming off the right side, and he kept going backwards. Because his thing is he like to run. He like to go revert back to his strong hand whenever he's under pressure.
That means
if he can't go up the middle, he's going to revert back to going to his right side.
Right. That should be right into Zach's hand.
Look, and they tore him up.
To Scrumptious hands.
Yeah. No, they tore him up. What you got, Dan? Who you got?
Damn you, coach.
There go. Cuss me out.
Take my strong hand. But I'm gonna say,
hey, TLL, you should be telling secrets.
I'm gonna say D Alford is gonna be a player to watch this game.
On punt return? I'm just saying.
I mean, he has been seeing a lot less. He and Okuda have been seeing a lot less. They've been using Richie Grant in those slot situations too.
He hasn't. Yeah.
This might be the game, though, because he has the speed.
Yeah, I think too.
That's true.
With that, I think he's dealing with a ankle injury. And on top of that, they really been trying to get.
They better disclose that. We don't need no more
Yeah,
penalties.
yeah, that one too.
Shit. Arthur said $25,000. He said, "Motherfucker, that's all. I shit that."
Yeah, right. Probably went to his dad. He probably went to his dad. Hey, Dad, can I have a quarter? Yeah.
Right.
What you need? Yeah, they finding me $25,000. Let me get that. Let me hold that right quick for Christmas.
That's a Christmas present. Yeah, exactly.
Right. But yeah, man, that's.
Cleveland's
I
10.
would have to agree with Mike. I'm gonna say Caden Ellis. I'm gonna say Caden Ellis because the thing is with Justin Fields, you want to make him super uncomfortable behind that O-line. You want to force him to make a lot of mistakes. So yeah,
He
I
will.
mean, hey, I would Mike.
But we still got to stop that run game. They do have a decent run game, but we still got to stop Khalil, little young cat. So.
It's on Ayamada.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Yeah.
Like I said, that front seven or that front four actually been playing well, man.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and I'm gonna say this: that move that Calais Campbell made, where he had the defender in his left arm and still got to the quarterback with his right arm, bro,
That was nasty.
that was a thing of beauty. That was a thing of beauty. So
He channeled his injured Reggie. He channeled his injured Reggie White on that one.
Yes. I hadn't seen that in a long time. That big dude, look, he not only held the man, he drugged the man with him and laid both of them down at the same time.
Hey man, my name is Calais.
That's what you call
told
scary.
Them to get your ass. I'm gonna sack you too, little Justin.
Right.
Come here, little Justin. No, big man. No, big man. I'm running for you.
Well, check this out.
If you with me, you gonna watch me sack your quarterback.
Huh?
Flacco needs 72 passing yards to pass any man's
That's funny.
on the Browns all-time.
Oh my lord. Oh, I'm 31st.
Really, JD?
31st.
JD is over there cutting. JD is in here cutting up. Come on,
man,
bro.
Cleveland's killing the Jets right now. Man,
yeah, we got 34 points at halftime.
Yeah,
and this is what I was talking about because somebody was mentioning Joe Flacco. I'm like, y'all think Cleveland about to let him go right now? No, they're not about to let.
He's not be 39 years old next year. He'll be 39.
They're not about to let. Right, Cleveland's about to have a season. So now let's get into this last topic right here. Since I apparently have upset the whole Twitterverse, whatever you want to call it, with my shenanigans. And I want to say thank you, Mike, because it was a fun experience.
I want to sing a song. I want to sing a song. I want to sing a song.
Go ahead.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands.
We got the brothers and sisters.
R.I.P.
Got all
R.I.P. to the great. R.I.P. to the great Wyndham Returner, aka Mr. Bray Wyatt. That's one out of his playbooks.
All right,
so
this is the
soon,
question right
young
here
man.
that I've been waiting on, because this is specifically to upset everybody. But earlier this week, I decided we decided to put out a question after the recent, benching of Russell Wilson. And my thoughts was, your thoughts on the Falcons being a possible landing spot for Russell Wilson, and it literally mortified countless people on Twitter. I had people even calling me as a Saints fan talking about I hate the Falcons. So before I give my take on this, and I see your face. You go ahead. You go ahead.
No, he's not lying. This was literally a social experiment experiment. I wouldn't say experiment, but we kind of knew it would get this, and it pretty much took
Y'all
it
pull one
really
out of
took
my
off.
book to make people think a little bit, huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
they-
exactly what we were trying to do, Coach.
You got to.
I don't think, like I said,
they brought up
nobody was talking about that except for us. We came up with that. We came up there, and it hit ESPN. Let's keep that real. They got it from us. Nobody thought about that but us. So yes, that's why we singing that song. Y'all know where it came from. It came from us first.
literally, we sat in the chat and was like, "Yo, what if he was to come to the Falcons? You know what? That's a good idea. That makes a lot of sense." I said, I'm about to put it on Twitter, and literally, I had people hit me up talking about Flacco and daggone Future. They talking they was talking about Flacco, Future. They were talking about the other quarterbacks coming up. They talking about Justin Fields and man. Look, people are
all
still
kind of shit came
butthurt.
Yeah.
Yes, they are still butthurt, and I love it. I love every minute of it. But
I love it.
but and yeah. Yeah, and that's right. Christy Lewis, you are absolutely correct. That topic took off across social media, but we were the first. We jumped on it, and I'm gonna let Ant give his take. I'm gonna let everybody go around, and then, like I said, I'm gonna finish it up. But and what's your
And now ESPN up here talking about that Russell Wilson need to be Atlanta Falcon now. Like, come on. Well, go ahead.
Come on, man.
You're welcome,
That-
man. You're welcome.
That sound like a Future, doesn't it? Oh, number one person.
I see what you doing there, Coach.
Whew. I love this.
Oh, man. Look. All I'm gonna say, why not? Why not? I mean, everybody always say that we're missing that veteran presence, especially on this offense. So why not?
$34 million though. God damn.
I'm just saying. Hey, you gotta pay.
I got an idea.
What? I want to hear this.
Okay, we'll bring you in, Russell.
Go.
We're only gonna pay you 20, right? But we'll let Seattle say the national anthem every game. We'll perform after the game. There we go.
Hey, I'm down. I love some Sierra, but
Come to me, Coach.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I'm down for it. Shoot, I'm down for it.
But you know something. Mike and K Styles made a very, very good point, and I'm gonna give shout out to K Styles on this one. He said, if y'all think about it, number one, two scenarios will come together. If we were to acquire him, Taylor Heineke has a $10 to $11 million price tag on him.
You can cut his ass.
You can cut him. Now,
Bye-bye.
what that would do, and some of y'all, this gonna rub y'all thigh meat the wrong way. Ritter could end up being the backup quarterback that most of these fans talk to.
Yeah, Gino.
Who? Not
So you
one.
take that $11 million off of what? Because remember now, if you go back and you check out, go to my channel, check out the short. they basically don't want to pay Russell Wilson. Why? Because he has $40 million on him. So, like I said, if he gets injured, they're on the hook for that for 2 years. But if they cut him, they don't have to worry about it. And he's already got the bulk. He's already gotten the bulk of that almost $300 million contract. So you got to understand. Technically, they're trying to get away with that. Now, mind you, this is the same contract they had him sign. They didn't even understand their own fine print. Now they telling them, "Oh, we need you to renegotiate because we read in the fine print that you could get the rest of your money if you don't go ahead and restructure." He said, "No." Oh, okay, we're going to say, yeah.
You know who to really think? You know who to really think for this, guys? It's probably nobody even talk about this. Y'all know who to think for that? It's Tom Brady.
Who?
This is Tom Brady.
All his contracts.
Tom Brady, all his contracts was just like that in New England all the way to now. They just adopting that formula. Look, bro, this is why we say, when we say just pay attention to what we're saying. We've been saying that this is the new norm. Quarterbacks, they're tired of paying quarter players. It's not even, just to that position. They're tired of Julio Jones and AB's acting the damn fool, and then we have to give them $80 million because they decide they act the damn fool to get out of the contract. So what's going to happen is they're going to design these contracts in such a way where it's really a 2 to 3 year deal, and we're going to decide, we're going to put like little things like Russell Wilson. That's why Russell Wilson ain't tripping. He knew that deal had the potential to be $200 million. But essentially, it was $100 million deal, and all they would do after a couple of years, they right back to where they want to be. But it's essentially a 2 to 3 year deal. They get out of the deal. They actually put these things inside the contract to get out. So this is why Russ ain't tripping, right? This is the real reason why Russ ain't tripping. And they the organization and his representatives, because if it was a matter of, they screwed him over, the NFLPA and the agency would be all over that. There would be a public relations nightmare if this was something they didn't negotiate. So get used to seeing this happen with quarterbacks. We're not going, and I can almost guarantee you that right now that Philadelphia is thinking the same thing with Jalen Hurts. You gonna watch what I tell you, bro. Look, I done seen the glory. Okay, we done seen the glory. Trust me.
This is the kicker for Baltimore. For Denver, right? If Denver cut Russell Wilson, right, they have an $85 million salary cap hit, right? But they still got to pay Russell $49 million. So they screwed either way you go. Like you said, Russell, like Mike said, Russell, man, he gonna get $49 million just to go home.
Mm-hmm. So he can take a $20 million deal and $20 million deal. Here you go. He got it $120-something million right there. For barely really playing.
They screwing themselves. They cut him. That's $85 million. They gonna lose out. So, dummies.
Now, on the other side of that, which a lot of people in the uproar is, you look at the treatment between Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. And I said this when I said this to the guys. Sean Payton first going to the Broncos, he wants a Breeze-esque type quarterback. He don't want Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson don't fit what he's used to. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna tell you, for the best scenario for Sean Payton, he want to get a young quarterback he can mold to kind of remind him of how Drew Brees used to play. He don't want Russell. Because your coach is supposed to do everything in their power to help put you in a position to win. Sean Payton letting him just go at it like, well, hey, he screwed up. He on his own. And it's looking bad because it's like, well, bro, ain't you the coach? You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the things that Mike says, and it goes over people's heads as far as being slanderous, but it's true. We as fans have been spoiled by having a quarterback like Matt Ryan. Sean Payton has been spoiled by having a quarterback like Drew Brees.
Yep.
Because y'all got to remember now, they both came from different teams and ended up on the same team after being cut. And then they made it work. So he's not trying to let go of this. Like, look, okay, if I'm going to come back and coach and y'all going to send me to Denver, I need somebody that's going to respond like Drew Brees. Let's be honest. He wants another Drew Brees. And Russ ain't doing it. He not. And now, like Coach said, they screwed either way. My thing is
$85 million. Shit.
Yeah, they screwed.
You don't want them to go
they
to
got to
another
do
team
what the
and flourish,
Falcons did.
and then you got to face them again.
They right there where the Falcons were 2 years ago.
On top of the money lost, because now you got to think, how are they going to get? How are they going to finagle their way through the draft? Because the quarterbacks, I'm pretty sure he will go for.
They ain't got no picks. They gave them all to Seattle.
Out of their financial league.
Seattle got like 2 of their picks coming this year.
Mm-hmm.
They got I think they got a second and a fourth
And
coming
here
this year.
they are.
This is how you. This is how you do it.
Now the other side of this Now the other side of this I wanted to bring up, and I know a lot of Atlanta Falcons fans had a problem with this. When I put this out on Twitter, the main pushbacks were he's too old, he's washed, he's in decline and all this. And I'm trying to get y'all to understand something. When we know Russell Wilson from the days in Seattle and stuff like that, Russ had to carry the team. Well, Russ is going to have to come to Atlanta and carry this offense. He don't have to carry this offense. This offense operates in tandem with the quarterback. He doesn't have to do half his. Look at it, and somebody else even asked me about, well, talking about it, he's not a scheme fit, and I had to ask him, Daryl in Seattle. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't that West Coast offense?
It's Joe Gibbs.
We have a healthy run game. So all that running around, Russell Wilson had to do to get somebody open. He ain't got to do that. All he got to do is he got to get on par with his personnel and manage the game.
Joe Gibbs runs the West Coast. Joe Gibbs, he's from that Joe Gibbs coaching tree. All right, was essentially a West Coast offense. All right, and then you look at a lot of a lot of those Joe Gibbs and Mike Shanahan, Bill Walsh coaches. They kind of run the same system, which is a running game. And could you go back to the Clinton Portis days in Washington? With those guys, like it's the same type of system. And even before that, they always had running games, and their passing game was quick, short, get it out of your hand quick. So that's always been the case. So when you look at Russ, not Russ, but when you look at the Falcons offense, like any quarterback will be successful in this system, especially if they know the game. They know the basics, like a Taylor Heineke. Taylor Heineke could be a playoff player in this particular system because we don't really rely on the quarterback to be the main source of the offense, and that's the special thing about this, because the running game, the short passing game, and then the defense, and all of that works together. So this is why when you look at not only Mike Shanahan, but when he was with Kyle Shanahan with
Cleveland,
and he in Houston, even in Cleveland too, they had quarterbacks that were just very good at managing the game. They didn't really need their quarterback. Even Matt Schaub, not to disrespect Matt Schaub because he had a pretty good career himself, but he was a game manager. They didn't really need him to do that. So this is why the Falcons are not rushing out to get, draft a quarterback in the top 10 because they know the system that they play in, they don't need that. The Falcons chose to turn this offense into a passing game, but the under Matt Ryan. But like they didn't need Matt Ryan to throw the ball. Matt Ryan was actually much more dangerous when he had a running game versus when he was a pass game. Like if you go back to 16, bro, we had like 2,000 yards rushing that year. And then you got like almost 5,000 yards passing. That's almost, bro. The Falcons were a well-balanced team under Kyle Shanahan.
Juggernaut.
Even you go back to 12. You go back to 98. Like it was well balanced. That's how we win championships. That's how you get to championships, by being a balanced team. Even you go back to the greatest show on turf. Everything people remember about that team is passing. But they had Marshall Faulk. They had an excellent running game. So it's all balance is where you win championships.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because if you get up against a good defensive play caller, they like to take aspects of your team away, but having a balanced team, it doesn't matter. You can still win the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason. That's the reason why, if you look at that Super Bowl, Belichick had a hard time dealing with the Falcons in the first quarters because we were running on all cylinders on both sides of the ball.
He was fixated on trying to take Julio Jones away
in order to win it, and couldn't do it. He couldn't do it because you had other guys that could take up the slack.
Mm-hmm.
But we over the hour mark right now, man. We're gonna go ahead and get everybody's final thought. I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in to the Dirty Bird Thursdays. Make sure you guys check out the ATL Sports In Game tomorrow. Also, Coach, don't you you got one of your shows coming on too?
I'm gonna do a Saturday. Friday night's gonna be a little hard, so Saturday morning like I did the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
I may do a
okay. And like I said, and as we wind it, you say what you say, Coach? You may do a what?
I will say something. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do a peanut butter. I'm gonna do a peanut butter confession.
Oh God, Coach, really?
Next week we will. Oh no! Oh no! Make sure it's crunchy. Make sure it's crunchy.
Nah, I don't know about that crunchy. That kind of dangerous.
I'm gonna use some jelly with it. Make it got a
some jelly with it.
No, not in the same jar. Come on,
put some jelly on it. What's that other nasty stuff they had? Nutella?
That's nasty crap.
Oh God! Oh man! No. Yeah, I can't. It don't even look good on the commercial.
Yeah.
But look, man. Listen,
I mean, I don't even like the way it sounds. Nutella. Like, who the fuck would do?
It's telling you stuff.
You got that right, though.
Yeah. It's telling you a whole lot. But listen, guys. Next week, man, we will not be on Thursday. We will be on Wednesday for our finale. So make sure you tune in. Mike and them, the heavy hitters are going to be on Thursday. They got a real good show. So do not forget, we're going to put out reminders and everything. But hey, we're going to go all out on that show. So stay tuned. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Big Ant, give me your final thoughts, man, before we get up out of here.
Hey, look, all I'm going to say is, in the words of my brother, K Styles, this team has to stand on business to get this second win in a row. That's it.
Coach,
Well,
what you
John,
got,
you
man?
just keep you keep eating it. All right. I don't like nothing that sounds like nut. Okay.
Peanuts, coconuts,
Mm-mm.
walnuts, chestnuts,
Nut, nut, nut,
all that sound too
nut,
close
nut,
to your
nut.
mouth.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right.
maybe stop. Anyway, hey man,
Oh
thank you
boy.
guys for coming on today, man. And I'll see you guys Saturday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern time,
No
8
nut.
o'clock Pacific time, and we're gonna talk about something. You know.
Mm.
Oh, man. Man,
Oh my
Mike,
lord.
man, give him your final thoughts, man.
Don't mess with nuts. Not just bad.
Again, if you guys are wrestling fans, man, if you guys are wrestling fans, head over to Mad Mike Network. We did our top 10 wrestlers of all time. Obviously, Big Sam, and we're gonna expand a lot of our topics in sports. All right, the Falcons post game shows, the Falcons takes are not going anywhere, but we're going to expand our topics just to talk about everything. So it's not just going to be about all the Atlanta Falcons. Coach, he does college football, the fantasy football. So I think it's only right for AFN, Mad Mike Sports, all of us to continue to open up not only our platform to Falcons fans, but just sports fans in general. Because we got a lot of Falcons fans that don't even live in Atlanta, but they Lakers fans. Like I said, I'm a Duke fan.
Right. Yeah.
And we got people from all over,
Mhm.
that have team fans of teams and players all over. So let us know who your favorite team is. Let us know the topics that you want us to, like, you might find something interesting in the world of wrestling that you want us to talk about. We're gonna start doing on Maggie T Productions also. We're gonna start some real heavy topics because y'all already know how we are the outcasts, and I think people who are outcasts in the world, I think you will. I know for a fact that you will, relate to what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get real, all right. We're gonna get absolutely real. So don't don't worry about not having Falcons content. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, including that bullshit ass contract from the Japanese motherfucker. You ain't even seen him fucking play in a damn major league, but you give him that damn much money. Y'all Dodgers are worth. Yeah, but what? How the hell you get two players worth $500 million billion quadrillion dollars, and you ain't even seen? You don't even know if the motherfucker can read, but you giving him all that damn money. Never mind.
Kashimira.
I stand.
Hi.
Look. Give me a. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Give me a Dodgers jersey. I'll stand up there for $500 million too. I'll just stand up there and be like,
Mm-hmm.
yes. You move the ball? Yes.
Yes.
Bring
Hi.
me
You
back.
throw,
Yes.
I catch.
Hi.
Exactly.
Right.
I strike out 500 times. Yes.
Hi.
My check in the bank? Yes.
Right. Yes. Yes. You coming back next year? Yes.
Hi.
Oh, by the way, Mike,
So look, man.
your top
Look,
five
we about to.
tag teams. I like them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I said,
Y'all forgot about the old school, the spoilers.
Oh no, we got a list. We got a list coming. We actually want to get the people's take on some of the greatest women wrestlers, male wrestlers, tag teams, new school and old school.
I'm old
So
school.
we're gonna, we really want to get in depth with this wrestling because I'm a real big fan of a lot of power matches. Like power matches are just so out of power matches and just wrestling, man. If you ain't jumping off a goddamn building, nobody gives a shit. So the big boys, you know, the
Y'all didn't even have the
Batista.
Hart Foundation in the top 5,
Man,
man.
the Heart Foundation. Oh my
Bruh,
God,
Heart- man,
it goes so deep, man. It's so
It's
deep.
a
But
lot.
yeah, we're gonna
It's like,
really wrestling. It goes deep. You can talk about wrestling for hours, man.
yeah,
So
yeah.
again, head over to Mad Mike Network. Hit that subscribe button over there. I dropped a couple of videos, some shorts, and then we got a couple of lives over there too. But we're gonna get deep into the wrestling. So if you guys are wrestling fans, head over to Mad Mike Network. All right. Hit that subscribe button, and we're gonna get down and dirty in the off season with this wrestling.
look, man.
You
That's
get to-
we about
Well, I'm
to
gonna
wrap
start talking
it
about
up,
some
man.
cricket then.
You know, hey, look, we about to wrap it up, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Check out the Therapist ATL 78 on YouTube as well as AFN on YouTube. Like you said, make sure you don't miss none of our shows. We here all week, and we got 4 or 5 shows a day, like I said. And make sure you tune into that wrestling, because trust me, when he go to talking about NWO, I'm gonna be front and center, because that was my era, especially.
the
But
broken ball
hey,
of
look,
Trish
I'm a
Stratus.
Therapist
Oh,
ATL.
That's a lot of people, bro.
Listen, man.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Doom.
Basically,
Let me stop talking
we
about
here
that
to seek the truth. And hey, look, man, we here to seek the truth and make a difference, man. So y'all be easy. Have a good evening, man. And we out. Till
Peace
next
in the Middle
time.
East.
It's gonna be something serious. All right. Later.
Peace.
Peace.
Holla.
hi.
No more Nutella.
New check.
Yes.
No doubt. No doubt.
No